Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the attendees of this session. It's now time to introduce Speaker of the Day, uh, Architecture Dr. Atul Kumar Singla, Professor, Senior Dean, Chief Architect, Lovely Professional University, Chairman, IIA Jalandhar, a doctorate from School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi. He completed his Bachelor in Architecture from the School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi, and Masters in Emerging Technologies and Design at Architectural Association, London. He researched in the fields of parametric softwares, generative and biomimic design while working with internationally acclaimed professionals of London. He worked with Calford Seaton in London, a multidisciplinary design and construction firm at London Bridge. Worked on several prestigious projects for the firm, including Gravesend Gurdwara. He is also a chief architect for Lovely Professional University. The design and supervision of this mammoth 80 lakh square feet mega venture is overseen by him. Dr. Atul Singla also heads the design firm by the name of IR in Punjab. The school owns 4 disciplines: architecture, interior design, planning and industrial design, with over 800 students at various levels from diploma, degree, master's and PhD. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
When you unleash your creative potential, wonder happens, and a degree in architecture is one way you get to combine your creativity and intellect to move nation forward and grow. It's over to you, Dr. Singla.
Thank you, Ma'am Suman. Welcome to this session on the School of Architecture and Design. We'll start with this opening slide, which is the building of the school, in which the 4 disciplines: architecture, design, interior design, industrial design, and urban planning are housed. We're in the heart of the campus, surrounded by beautiful greens, and we have state-of-the-art facilities at our disposal in the school. So we are very lucky. Next slide, please. Next, please. So if you look at the structure of LPU, there are 3 faculties, and under the 3 faculties, we come under the lovely faculty of Business and Applied Arts. So you can see the School of Architecture and Design, and along with other schools which fall under the faculty of Business and Applied Arts. Next, please. In terms of accreditations and rankings, the school is, for architecture, we are accredited with the Council of Architecture, and for urban planning with the Institute of Town Planning, India. And both these organizations are in constant touch with the school, and our curriculum and our facilities are continuously inspected by professionals from these bodies. And we are proud to be associated with these professional bodies. Next, please. In terms of rankings, we are proud that in 2021, the Ministry of Education, Government of India, released the India rankings for institutions in 2021, and the School of Architecture, Design and Planning was ranked 12th among all architecture schools of India. That's a very commendable achievement, because it ranks us on an India level at number 12 among all the architecture institutions. So that's a great achievement by the school, the faculty members and the students. Next, please. So other than the Government of India rankings, the Outlook IKEA rankings 2021 have ranked the School of Architecture, Planning and Design at number 6th, which is the 6th best institute in India and the first and the top institute in Punjab. So that's again a commendable achievement for the school. Next, please. In terms of academia industry tie-ups, we are connected to these organizations like the ISHRE, the Indian Institute of Architects, and the IGBC student chapter, which has been set up in the school. So the intention is that our students and our faculty members gain from constant association with these professional bodies, with these professional organizations, and their experts regularly come to the campus to train our students and the faculty members. Next, please. Just a few other examples of the tie-ups that we have with the industry level organizations like PMIDC, PEDA, which is the Punjab Energy Development Agency, ASSOCHAM, a big name, and we have regular experts coming in from ASSOCHAM and teaching our students, and our students are gaining vital professional experience from these interactions. Next, please. Also, our students, for the benefit of our students, we are members of two organizations, the National Association of Students of Architecture, NASA, and the Association of Students of Planning, NOSPLAN. So our students continuously, go and attend events organized by these student associations and win prizes, competitions after participation. Next, please. Also, we are working in close association with the Indian Institute of Architects, where I being the given the charge of Jalandhar, we are taking care of Jalandhar, and we are in constant touch with all the professional architects of Punjab and North India, and even all across India. We have architects and designers visiting the campus regularly because of this association with the Indian Institute of Architecture. Next, please. In terms of the faculty bank, the school prides itself uh, of a bank which is 60 plus faculty, including full-time and visiting faculty, and these professionals and teachers are from all the top institutions of the world and of India. You can see some of the top institutions there: IITs, SPA, Architectural Association, CEPT. We have teachers from all these universities, so that the students gain from a very diverse bank of faculty members from diverse institutes. So the total cumulative experience is more than 300 years of all these faculty members in varied fields. Next, please. These are some of the academic achievements that have been secured by our students. You can see students winning regularly at national, international competitions, levels, competitions and workshops which are held all across India. You can see our students winning the first prize in the Design Conclave 2020. Next, please. Another example of the first prize being won in a design competition. It's an international competition, and our students won not only among fellow students, but among design firms which were participating in this competition. Next, please. Another example of zonal NASA convention and our students winning the trophy. Next, please. Some other examples of academic achievements of the school: the setting up of the IGBC student chapter at the campus, winning the rolling trophy for best architecture school in India by the A3 Foundation Chandigarh, and first position in 2 awards of A3F Design Awards, Futuristic Design, Interior Design Award, won by our students. Next, please. Another example of a competition win by our students in the RAF Raxi international competition. Next, please. And another by Akazam and our students winning the international competition. Akazam. Next, please. One of the big focuses of the university and the school is research. And here you can see that our students and faculty are continuously guided towards achieving research targets. And we can see that our publication count is more than 150, with more than 70 patents filed and more than 5 conferences, international conferences held in the school. So you can see we regularly hold conferences and workshops and paper writing workshops so that our research targets are met and we are ever increasing our research achievements. Next, please. We regularly have guest lectures from top architects of India. Here you can see architect Rajawal, the world-renowned architect, visiting our campus. And he has been to the campus multiple times, more than 4 or 5 times. Next, please. Another great architect, architect Charanjit Singh Shah, who is also known as the Airport King, designing some of the major airports of India. And he has been again to the campus multiple times, sharing his experience with the students and the faculty members. Next, please. Regular workshops are also conducted as part of the curriculum. Here you can see a Laurie Baker centenary workshop, which was held at the school. Students working hands-on with bricks and mortar to create structures inspired by the great architect Laurie Baker. Next, please. Another example of a workshop on softwares, because softwares are so important today in our field. Here you can see a parametric workshop which was conducted as part of the learning curriculum. Next, please. I've already discussed the international conferences that we hold. This particular image is from the 2021 international conference, which was held last year. And it was a grand success, although it was held in an online mode because of the constraints. But you can see some of the top architects, professionals from all across the world visited. And we were lucky enough to have architect C.R. Raju and as well as architect Habib Khan, the president and the chairman of the Indian Institute of Architects, as well as the Council of Architecture. Both were there to grace this international conference, among other top architects of India. You can see architect Utpal Sharma, architect Rajawal, top architects from all across India and the world. Next, please. Just some other glimpses of the conference. This was in 2018, and we had architects from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, from US. Next, please. Here you can see participants from Italy, Australia, US. We had Dr. D.S. Meshram, who's the president of the Indian Institute of Town Planners, brilliant architect Jason from Fountainhead. Next, please. And you can see the launch of the proceedings, the papers which were published by the students and the faculty members. This was part of the international conference. Next, please. Regular site visits are very important for practical learning in architecture and design. So it is part of the curriculum that our students are regularly taken to site visits, where they can see the development of architecture and the building construction activity. So this is a regular affair. Next, please. Also, our students are taken for hands-on learning to the architects' offices. Here you can see our students visiting Kolkata-based French architect, and this was in December 2019. And he was very kind. He was kind enough to take them around his office as well as the site he was working on. So similar workshops are held continuously all the year round for our students learning. Next, please. In terms of cultural, embedding in the university, we are very lucky. LPU is one of the most diverse campuses of India. We have students from all states of India and more than 40 countries. Regular events like the One World, One India are held, and architecture school prides itself at very active participation. In the recently conducted One India, we won the first runner-up prize. We represented the state of Rajasthan, and this is a regular affair. Our students continuously participate and win prizes. Also, it's a great learning for the students to assimilate culture from various states and countries. Next, please. Just some other glimpses of the cultural events which are held as part of the activities which are held within the school. Next, please. In terms of careers, these are the various career directions which our students can take after doing their diplomas or their degrees. They can go into masters and specializations into architectural conservation, urban design, construction project management, landscape design, photography, and journalism. So various career paths. So a lot of possibilities for the students to diversify into various streams. Next, please. You can see some other careers which are students, interior design students and architecture students can go into furniture design, product design, set design, exhibition design, and this upcoming field of UX UI design, where a lot of scope in the industry now and very handsome packages delivered by the industry. So an upcoming field. Next, please. Other careers like automobile sliding, healthcare design, CAD experts. So a lot of possibilities for our students. Next, please. In terms of urban planning, our students, previous slide, please. Yeah, in terms of urban planning, our students, can you go back, please? Yeah. So our students diversify into infrastructure planning or housing, transport planning, or become GIS experts in a particular software. So a lot of career options even in planning, urban planning. Next, please. In terms of pathways, obviously, after passing out, after doing your diploma or your degree or your master's, you can go for corporate jobs. You can work with architects or planners or multinational firms. You can secure government jobs in planning. Even in architecture, there are government jobs. You can go for your higher studies. You could do that in institutions abroad or India, or you could continue doing your master's or PhD in LPU itself. You could go into research, you could pursue your PhD or work on research projects with organizations. Entrepreneurship, open up your own offices and work as architects or interior designers. And like we said, you can go and study abroad as well. Next, please. So here are some examples of our students who are doing their internships, who have done their internships, and some amazing firms. Students are doing their internship in Congo, Portugal, Spain, Germany, and gaining rich experience from these countries and doing their internship there. Next, please. These are examples of students who are doing their internships, urban planning internships in government companies. Um, you can see students working in Punjab, Bogra, Gwalior. Next, please. Also, students doing their internship in corporate offices. For example, Total Environment Bangalore, MNC based in Dharam Consulting. Students doing working in Aga Khan Trust and doing the internship. Next, please. Some examples of interior students who are doing, secured corporate jobs in companies like Valuefy, Benzara, Essentia Environments, XOXO Day, and securing wonderful internships in these top firms. Next, please. Here you can see some of the corporate jobs, urban planning corporate jobs that our students have secured in Artec Infra, in Tila Consultants, as a GIS experts in Yashi Consultancy. So wonderful opportunities secured by our students. Next, please. These are some of the top firms where our students regularly, secure placements. You can see some very big names, top architects of India, and top corporates where our students are regularly placed. Next, please. Some other examples of top architectural firms like Christopher Charles Benninger, Ava Narayan, CP Kukreja, Sanjay Puri Architects, all the firms, all top firms of India where our students have secured placements. Next, please. Some other examples of urban design firms where our students have secured placements. Next, please. And these are some of the product design firms where students regularly secure placements. Next, please. In terms of government jobs, you can see some of our planning students securing jobs in Bhutan, Arunachal Pradesh, Jalandhar, and Bhubaneswar. So government jobs, a lot of government jobs in the planning sector, and our students securing these jobs. Next, please. Some other examples of placements in Bhutan and Patna. Next, please. In terms of higher education, our students regularly go and pursue their masters or PhDs in top institutes of India and abroad. You can see some of our students placed in IITs and School of Planning and Architecture. Next, please. Here you can see some of the students placed in IIT Mumbai, Guwahati, SPA. Next, please. Some other examples of students starting up their own ventures and becoming successful entrepreneurs. So students of urban planning and students of interior design starting up their own offices and doing wonderful work all across India. Next, please. Students of architecture starting up their own offices and earning handsomely and doing wonderful projects all across India. Just some examples. Next, please. And these are some of our students who have secured, admissions in, and they're pursuing their masters or PhDs in top institutes of the world. You can see students pursuing higher studies in Italy, Canada, London, Germany, Melbourne, Australia. Next, please. Just some examples of students studying in Canada, in Australia. Next, please. You can see students in Australia, in Ottawa, Canada. Next, please. In terms of industry expectations from students, when they are students or studying in LPU, we work on the students to develop these skills Analytical skills, obviously, the student has to be bright enough to grasp these analytical skills which are demanded by the industry. They have to be creative, they must have imagination, they must develop their communication skills, technical skills, obviously, your software knowledge and your skills with softwares and drafting have to be very good. And also you should be able to work in teams because you will be working with various professionals from all across the industry. Next, please. And obviously, the students' expectation when they go to the field, when they're trying to secure placements, is the kind of companies, the kind of level of companies which they're trying to secure jobs with, and they're looking for good salary packages, and they're looking for career growth. And the intention of the school is to work very closely with the students and to understand their expectations and try to get them placed in these kind of firms where their expectations are fulfilled. Next, please. And to achieve that, we have career roadmaps, which not only takes about care of the credited inputs, but also the non-credited inputs, which the student receives from the faculty members, from the mentors, so that there is a career roadmap to achieve the kind of placement, the packages, or the location of their jobs, or what they want to do. Maybe they want to become entrepreneurs. So we prepare a roadmap which guides the students to achieving their goal. Next, please. Here you can see an example of that roadmap for the students of architecture, where the students are in the first year, expected to participate in student chapters, participate in workshops, join MOOCs, do live projects, and eventually prepare their online portfolios so that they can face the professional interviews to secure guidelines. So this is just an example of a roadmap for architecture. Next, please. And similarly for a roadmap for urban planning. Next, please. So this is just an example of the kind of portfolio, the kind of achievements, the courses, achievements, workshops, seminars, which a student typically, is able to add to his or her CV before they go into the professional field, so that, they can secure a very good placement. Next, please. Just some glimpses of the infrastructure. We have state-of-the-art infrastructure at our school. These are glimpses of our library, which is a well-equipped library. We have all international, national journals of design, architecture, and planning. We have amazing collection of books at your disposal. Next, please. You have access to state-of-the-art machinery like laser cutters and 3D printers, so that students work hands-on on model making and learn these techniques from the top machines which are available, which are used in the market. Next, please. A glimpse of the workshop, which is at the disposal of the students to make their models, furniture, whatever they want to create. So all the tools are available to the students. Next, please. A glimpse of the computer labs, which is equipped with all the top softwares which are used globally, so that our students are proficient in these softwares. Next, please. Just another example of the workshop. This is a metal workshop. Next, please. Glimpse of 3D printer that we have at students' disposal to create models and actual prototypes. Next, please. A glimpse of the design studio, where the students develop their ideas and develop their designs and showcase it. Next, please. Right. So I think we've tried to cover most of the aspects of the architecture, design, and planning. And if you have any queries, I'm welcome. I'm happy to address them.
Thank you so much, sir. This was really very wonderful watching you talking on industrial tie-ups, academic achievements, research achievements, guest lecture, workshops, projects, career pathways at LPU, and many more. Thank you, sir. I can see queries on my screen. Dania wants to know, what is the best way to approach industry? How do I stand out the crowd?
Right. So Tanya, like we discussed, creating a portfolio. So these 4 years or 5 years or, how much ever time that you spend in the school doing your academic projects is very important that create a portfolio, take photographs of the work that you have done, put graphics and make a presentation. Nowadays, there are online portfolios or video portfolios. So it's very important to create a portfolio of that work and participate in workshops, in events which are regularly held, so that your CV and your portfolio is very strong, so that you can achieve, approach the industry and secure very good placements. I think that is very important. Obviously, your academic record should also be very good. Your CGPA should also be very good. Next, please.
Thank you, sir. Gurpreet Singh wants to know, what are the position and salary one can expect after this program, after the bachelor program?
Bachelor's in architecture.
Yes.
Yeah. So after doing your bachelor's, you can join a firm, and if you try to get a job in an international firm, obviously there are no limits. You can secure very handsome packages. If you secure jobs in top firms in Mumbai, in Delhi, you get handsome packages. You can start at around 30 to 40,000 per month, and obviously once you gain some experience working in an office, then your packages go up very quickly. But you also have the options of opening up your own offices, setting up your own offices in any city, in your hometowns or in the metros. And then there is no limit. The kind of projects, the kind of fee architects and designers are charging now in the field is very good, it's very lucrative. And there are no limits to the amount of financial, that you can gain from these projects. Next, please.
Next, sir, what are the advantages will I get if I go for a BA program in LPU? Madhu wants to know.
Right, Madhu. So, like we discussed, a lot of advantages of pursuing BIAC. We are one of the oldest institutes in the region. We have an excellent batch of faculty members who are guiding you in terms of placements. Our record is excellent. We have continuous industry participation. We have excellent infrastructure at your disposal. We pride ourselves at giving our students live projects, actual hands-on experience on actual projects which are pursued in the industry. So I think it's one of the best programs that you can pursue. And in terms of placement, in terms of entrepreneurs, the stars from this school have secured excellent placements, and excellent offices have been opened all over India, and they are doing very well in their careers. So I think it's an excellent career. It's an excellent course to pursue.
The last question for you, sir. What would be the benefits to students of tie-ups and Center of Excellences established at LPU?
Right. So the main advantages is that you're learning from professionals. Uh, the intention is that all these industry level organizations and their professional, guides and professional people who are associated with these organizations regularly visit LPU, and they interact with the faculty members and the students, and our students gain rich experience, which is professional experience. So that is the intention of these types, and they're working very well.
So thank you so much, sir, for the time, and thank you so much for the words.
Thank you so much.
Next, I welcome Dr. Tushinder Preet Kaur, Professor Mittal, School of Business, Coordinator of Cell, Division of Admission, Lovely Professional University. Madam is going to take up fee, scholarship, eligibility, infrastructure part of the university. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Suman ma'am. I just want to know, is my screen visible?
Perfectly, ma'am.
Thank you so much. A very good afternoon to one and all. I'll be briefing on rankings, campus life, infrastructure, last but not the least, fee structure, the eligibility as well as the fee structure part. So to start with, it gives me immense pleasure to share that 13 students from lovely professional university represented India in Tokyo Olympics 2020, and they brought laurels by winning gold, silver and bronze medals. I'm going to share regarding the rankings which university is having. LPU is ranked 36th among the top universities in India as per the Times Higher Education World University 2022. Now the university is among top 200 universities globally as per Times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2021. It gives me immense pleasure. The overall rank of the university in NIRF is 62nd, but specifically for the School of Architecture and Design, the school has got 12th rank among all the government and the private architectural institutions in India. Another important point to share with you regarding the rankings, the university has been ranked third in India in Atal ranking of institutions innovation achievement. So the list is long, but I have highlighted a few of them. Now I'm going to brief you regarding the campus life and the kind of exposure which is floated to these students. So this is a glimpse of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, who inaugurated the Indian Science Congress, that is 100th Indian Science Congress, which was held in lovely professional university, wherein he renamed the slogan as Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan. Yes. Next, former Nobel laureate for peace and the great spiritual leader of Tibet, Dalai Lama, graced the convocation at LPU. The another glimpse where you can visualize the president of two countries, one of Afghanistan and another of India, gracing the convocation at lovely professional university. The another glimpse where former Union Finance Corporate Minister late Shri Arun Jaitley ji inaugurated startup school at LPU and just highlighted the importance of these startup schools and asked the students to start with the startups at the very right age. This is a very renowned face which you might have visualized, might have heard about, world-renowned life coach Gaur Gopal Das, who visited LPU and just interacted with the LP students and shared the way of leading life. Now, this way, apart from the great leaders, the university has also welcomed these celebrities, the glimpse of which you can visualize of Deepika Padukone and Shah Rukh Khan, who visited the university and to give new students a new start to the career. This is again not a new face to you. Yes, he is the former Indian team captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who visited the university and interacted with the students. Now I'm going to speak about the infrastructure. Universities or lovely professional universities, infrastructure is one of the largest and the biggest infrastructure in the world. To start with, the university has 2 amphitheaters which are used to organize cultural events, nukkad nataks, competitions. This is a glimpse of the auditorium. The university has 3 auditoriums, but this is one among them, that is Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium, with a seating capacity of 2,500 people. Basically, this auditorium is used to conduct the workshops of national and international repute. Now, this is the Uni Center. You might have heard about. This is the heart and soul of Lovely Professional University. You will find various shops ranging from stationery to the lovely sweets. So I can say you will get every single thing from this Uni Mall. We do have the incubation centers. We ask the students to come up with the entrepreneurial ideas as well. So this is a glimpse of a central library. It is a 9-story central library with a we have 20 lakh plus books with various softwares. You invest time in your library, definitely you are going to get good result from that. Just to avoid the academic monotony, we do have bowling alley so that you can spend your time just to get a little bit away from the academic engagements. For you, those who are fitness freak, we are having gym facility with work-life facilities such as sauna bath, AC is there, then cardio, aerobics, etc. with specialized trainers. Yeah, we do care for your health. We have one uni hospital. We do care for these. We do support the sick and the diseased with all possible medical treatment. So you will be getting every single thing within the premises of the university. Yeah, this gives me immense pleasure to share that we have one big indoor stadium, which is known as Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium, with a lot of facilities under one roof to showcase. You can have a glimpse of a swimming pool. We have 3 swimming pools, all weather swimming pool it is. Then we have badminton courts, volleyball courts. Badminton courts are 12, volleyball courts are 3. We have one shooting range. Then basketball court. You think of a game, we do have it. You will have a lot of enjoyment in Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium. We have yoga room, we have aerobics, etc. I'm sorry, this is the day view of the university. This is the night view of the university in general, and specifically the residential facility, the hostel view of the university. Now, I'll take you through the website where I will be showcasing you the eligibility, the fee structure, how you can save your money, what all needs to be done. Let's move to the website. So I'm going to open it here. You can also note down the link. It's www.lpu.in. Before we move ahead with the program details, I want to show you something. Yes. Can you visualize? Yeah, he's our chancellor of lovely professional university. It gives me immense pleasure, pride to share that he is now a member of parliament in India's upper house of Rajya Sabha. So now moving ahead with the details, click on the admissions. I'll go to the regular programs after graduation, depending upon in which area you want to explore. I'm going to show for the post graduation, that is after graduation. Select the discipline. Yeah, here we have architecture, we have planning as well. I'm going to showcase it for the architecture. I have got a program that is MR. By clicking it, you can have a wide view regarding the eligibility, regarding the specializations, the fee structure. So to start with, the eligibility is 50% marks in B architecture. So basically this is a program which is approved by Council of Architecture, as sir has briefly explained the things. Now moving ahead with the rankings, I have already given you the details of the rankings. Yeah, these are the courses which you will be undergoing, the departmental elective. Now moving ahead with the fee structure. The fee structure is visible, it is 80,000 per semester without scholarship. But hold on, don't worry. Apart from this, like, we do acknowledge your hard effort, be it your graduation or be it your 12th score. Better you score, better will be your graduation. I'm sorry, it will be your scholarship. So that is the way you can save your money. So you can check where you land, the percentage, and then the scholarship ranges from 40% to 60%. So depending upon the marks in graduation or in +2. So we do acknowledge your previous these effort what you have done at the previous level. I'll show you how to fetch more as well. So the story doesn't close here. Second point is to appear in university's exam, that is LPU Nest. LPU Nest is lovely professional universities national entrance and the scholarship test. Now basically this test serves two purposes, eligibility as well as the scholarship. You don't need it for the eligibility, you only need it for the scholarship depending upon the program. As of now I have selected M architecture, therein it is only serving the role for scholarship only. So once you appear in the test, if you come in the third cutoff, 40%. If you come in the second cutoff, you will come in the 50%. It's like better you score, better will be the scholarship. Again, story doesn't end here. We do have the other scholarships on the basis of sports, cultural, research and development, co-curricular, social service, last but not the least, financial aid scholarship. So for other scholarships or financial aid scholarship, if you have any documentation with you for the previous years, last 2 years or some document, just click a pic and send it to admissions@lpu.co.in. But if you are not, I'm sorry to say, if you're not getting anything on the previous qualification, go ahead with university's exam, that is national for entrance as well as the scholarship test. So you, by scrolling, you can also identify, you can also look upon the last date of admission. This particular slab will be applicable till the last date of admission. So don't miss the opportunity. University is investing into you. We are showing trust in you. So go ahead, plan the things accordingly. Now, the point is, let's suppose you have something into your mind and you want to get back to us. On the right side, I'll be showing you the tiles. If you want to connect us through WhatsApp, the number is displayed over here. If you want to schedule a call, click on schedule a call, give your details, we'll get back to you on this. Then we have 360-degree view. I definitely advise you to go through this 360-degree view to have a look around the lush green gardens, what university is having, the different offices are there, right? Then the residential facility. Do have a look of 360-degree view. Then we are available for you regarding live video counseling. Let's suppose you cannot directly visit to the campus, but you have certain queries and you want to discuss those queries. Click on this live video counseling. You will be getting one-to-one counselors input through live video counseling. So with this, the point of eligibility and scholarship I have shared on this page. I selected a program. I talked about the eligibility. I talked about the fee structure, the scholarship range, how you can improvise your scholarship by pairing an LPU Nest. Last but not the least, the important date of admission. I want to give one more information to you regarding the webinars, right? So we are conducting these webinars. By chance you might have missed something or you want to register yourself for the upcoming webinars, I'll be showing you a link for that. Go to admissions, you will find LPU's Edu Fair, that is webinars. Click on that. Yes, now you can find the webinars which have already conducted, their link would be there. The webinars which are in the pipeline, that would also be mentioned there. Upcoming webinars, and you can also register. Don't worry if you missed to register for today's webinar, which is going to be conducted from 2 to 3, for example, or maybe 4 to 5. Don't worry, there is a QR code, or you can simply register. So you need to scan and then you register for the things. If you want to explore for the past webinars, the details are there. You can see and you can view the YouTube recording as well. So yes, so you can write your queries at admissions@lpu.in. Then we have the numbers as well. You can contact us on those numbers which are displayed on the screen. And plus I have told you the other path to connect us. It's over from my side. Best wishes to take your decision and move ahead with the career. Thank you so much, Suman ma'am. Over from my side.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very wonderfully you explained everything, and thank you so much. I have one question for you. Student wants to know how can I get regular update about the university, and what is the process and what documents required for taking online admission?
Right. See, we always advise, as I have shown, the ways to connect us by scheduling a call or by chatting on WhatsApp. We always advise to give the correct number, because in our system, all the his or her number will be saved, and after that, all the communication will be sent on that registered mobile number. And in order to proceed with the admission, it is admissions at lpu.co.in or admit.lpu.in. A person needs to log in at that particular with the registered mail ID. Like he or she will be registering at a particular website, right? Then he will be moving ahead with the decision, and at that he will be uploading the documents. For example, if he or she is seeking admission in graduation, then 10th plus 2 documents would be there. This detail marks card would be there. Then residential proof, Aadhaar card would be there, character certificate, migration certificate. But yes, if right now some document is not available, we are giving some extension. A student needs to mark the extension on that particular site only. So it is admission.lpu.in. Register yourself, identify your program, and then go ahead accordingly.
Very wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, experts, your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful afternoon for all the attendees. On behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I want to thank you for your insightful presentations. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable, as the information provided in this webinar will help them to take better decisions regarding admission. I'm obliged and once again thankful to Dr. Atul Kumar Singla and Dr. Tishinder Preet Kaur for strengthening this platform. Signing off for today. Thank you, ma'am.